guys, welcome back to my channel. I am so excited to be able to engage with us today, and today we'll be engaging on a topic that I really love. But first of all, if this is your first time to engage with me, engage with my videos, with my content, kindly subscribe, hit the subscribe button, and put the notification bell so that you're able to know when we are posting more. Now right into the topic today. Some of you have been speaking and telling me, coach, what is it in a nutshell? What is it that I need to know about personal branding? And yes, there are some three key things that you need to know about personal branding that will help you build your personal brand, or even bring it down. But my prayer and the reason why I'm doing this vlog is for us to be able to build our brands, to the levels of excellence that we want to achieve. Okay, so first I want to submit to you that you are a brand, whether you know it or not. You as a person, forget about your business, your career, whatever it is that you do, you are a brand as a person. Because a brand, personal branding is the ability or the art of marketing yourself or your career as a brand. And as I speak about these three things, I want you to think about the reason why people call you, the reason why people look for you. There's a reason as to why people keep coming back to you and others don't want to engage with you anymore. Just don't want anything to do with you again. It's got to do with these three things. And even when you think about your business, if you're in business or you have a profession, or maybe you left work or a department and people never want to hear about your name again in that company, it's got to do with these three key things. Yeah. So number one, character. At the heart of every brand is character. Whether it's a personal brand like an individual like you or like me, or even if it's a company. One of the things that makes us keep on going back to your company, if you have a company, to come and engage with your products and services more, is because first of all of the character of your business. And of course, that is a reflection of your character as a person. So character is very important. This is what shapes who you are. This is what shapes your belief system, and character is usually informed by or advised by your values. So what are your values as a person? What are your core values as a person? This is very important. You see, your character is a promise. Your character, your values is a promise. Is your promise to the world that this is what you get when you relate and engage with Sarah. I value honesty, I value integrity, I value professionalism. So I promise you that when you come to me, when you're engaging with me, this is what you're looking out for. This is what you will get in my dealings with you. Yeah, honesty, integrity, professionalism, the list is long. So what are your core values? Because that is what speaks into your character. I know people who are not even very competent in what they do or very smart, but they're working in companies, and the MD, the managing director, or the CEO, they'll keep them there, not because they really perform. They're not the best performers, but because of their character, they are kept there. They are preserved. Even when departments are being folded and mergers are coming, and people are being laid off, they stay. They are kept there. Why? Because the MD or whoever is in charge knows that they can rely on this person. Their character is unquestionable. They are people of integrity. They are honest people. They are, all of those. They are hardworking. They are all of those good values. So the first thing you need to really look into, by the way, is your character. Your reputation, your competence, all of these things can get you to the king. They can get you to the palace. They can, your gifts, talents, abilities, they can connect you and and take you to high places, and you engage with princes and great men and women of the world. Yeah, but your character is what determines if you will stay there or you disgrace yourself and your fall is great. We don't want to deal with that. We want, as you rise, as you build your brand, as you rise, you are able to keep rising, and you're able to maintain, that level, whichever level you are rising to. It's all comes down to your character. So your character is key, and this is what makes people keep on coming back to you, coming back for your services, always calling you, because they know your character. The first thing at the heart of every brand is your character. Number 2, competence. Of course, the other reason is why we always call you, we are looking for you, is because of your competence. So if I know that you are a very good mechanic, for example, or you're a very good teacher, let's use the example of a mechanic, then I will want to always, if I hear somebody who needs such service of a mechanic, then I'll want to tell them about you, because I know your competence. So whatever it is that you're building, make sure you're very competent about it. You will study, you want to know what is happening in the area of your interest, in the area of your passion, in the area of your industry. You want to know what is happening there. Yeah, you need to show competence. Otherwise, most of the times, by the way, as human beings, we usually call each other many times for selfish interest. So that now I will call you if I know you're a mechanic, so that you solve a problem that I have. You see? So I'm calling you for me. Most of the time, people are calling you or looking for you for themselves, so that you can solve problems that they have. Of course, now they get to pay for it, if it's a business environment or something like that. But the thing is that people are always looking out for you for your competence, so that you can solve problems that they have. So when I'm calling you, I'm thinking about myself and how your skills can help me. So you need to make sure that you continue sharpening yourself, sharpening your skills, sharpening your competence, sharpening the knowledge that you have. Keep on sharpening, keep on learning. And there are several things that you can do to be able to sharpen your skills, and which is, always being interested and staying connected with what is happening in the area of your industry. You want to always learn and practice, keep on learning and sharing information in that area, that sector. To teach is to learn twice. When you keep on sharing information about it, you become an expert in it. You keep on learning, so you can be able to share information, And then, of course, I always say it's always good to ask for feedback, by the way, if it's like a speaking engagement that you have, you spoke on a certain topic that you care about, always seek to get feedback, so that you can know how you did, how you fared, and if maybe there are some areas of improvement you need to have. But in any case, you need to keep learning. And even if you're so good at something, the biggest room in the world is the room for improvement. You can always do better. So one of the things that will build your personal brand is your competence. And then, as I finish this point, I want to say this. If you sweep this, Martin Luther King said that if you sweep the street, sweep it so well that people will say, "Here lived the greatest sweeper." So let your brand be excellence. Everything you do should be so good. Do it so good that people will say, "Here lived the greatest mechanic." "Here lived the greatest florist." "Here lived the greatest graphic designer." "Here lived the greatest." You want to work to excellence. Give it your best. Give it your all. Even the word of God says that whatever your hand finds to do, do it with all your might. Give it your all. Put your heart there. Give your all. Go the extra mile. Let your brand be excellence. So competence is key. We are calling you because we know your brand. We know you with your competence. We know when you say that you deliver even in you deliver the work maybe in 1 hour or in 24 hours, you will actually do that. You will put the quality, the skill, that is needed for the kind of work that you are doing. Competence is key. And the third thing, when it comes to building your brand, is the image. What did you expect? It's the image that you portray out there. You see, a brand is a perception. It's a perception that you put out there. And we want to make sure that we communicate the right message out there when you speak to people. Communicate the right message. So whether it's the way you speak, the way you look, the way you act, you need to be able to speak the message. All those three things, the way you speak, the way you look, the way you act, those three things should be aligned. They should be communicating one message. So your image is key when it comes to building your brand. And your image, there are several things when it comes to your image. One, there's the clothes that you're wearing. The first thing that people see about you is your clothes. Two, there's your attitude, your body language. Those three things, people don't need you to open your mouth to say. to say who you are. Just by observing those three things, we can be able to tell a lot about the kind of person that you are, about what you care about. We can be able to know so much about you just by looking at you. And actually, in branding and perceptions, we say that you are what we see. You are what you see. We judge a book by its cover, and you don't want people judging you the wrong way. You want to dress in a way, or at least have an attitude, and body language that speaks into what it is, the message that you want to pass across. Not leaving gap for people to fill in, say, oh, what do you mean, why are they looking like this? You want to be able to communicate the message you wanted to communicate, through all of these ways. So your personal image is very important. We're speaking about personal branding. Image is everything. So please look the part. Dress for the occasion, dress the part. And then, of course, if it's speaking, how the way you're speaking, speak the part. And sometimes, if you don't know what to say, or you're not very conversant with the topic of discussion anywhere, you don't have to say something. You don't speak because you have to speak, because you have something to say, not because you have to. Yeah. And then, of course, the way you act, those three things are key, when it comes to building the kind of image you want to portray, and the kind of image that will attract the opportunities that you are looking for in life. So those are the three key things that you need to know, when it comes to personal branding. So please, let me know if this has helped you, your character, your competence, and your personal image. So please subscribe. Let me know in the comment section if this was of help to you, and what are the areas of personal development you would want me to cover. I'll be very much willing to engage with you and even cover them, so that we keep on engaging and we keep on learning from each other, and we keep on building each other. Please subscribe, and I'm waiting for you in the comment section. Thank you very much.